Hello everyone, my name is Devashish Roy. I'm the head of training and development at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, and I welcome you all to this special webinar today. And today's topic is AWS CloudFront Security Management. That is a very important topic for the AWS cloud security as a whole. So, what is a CloudFront? What do you mean by CDN, Content Delivery Networking? So, let's begin. So we'll be talking about the AWS CloudFront Security Management, and it will be a comprehensive overview of implementing security measures for AWS CloudFront services. So what is actually the CloudFront? CloudFront is a robust content delivery network or CDN that enhances the speed and reliability of delivering the web content. It means that say I'm running a business, say a web server, a website I'm running. So that website is there in a distant location, in a faraway location. So if you access the web server, the access time would be more because the latency will be more for the WAN link. But I want that server to be accessed very quickly. So what can I do? I can implement it through the CloudFront. CloudFront means that it has some cache servers, regional cache or edge locations that is specified in the AWS environment, and my website is cached in the nearby location. So it plays a vital role in secure content distribution, ensuring that high performance while integrating seamlessly with services. Like if the clients are accessing my service, they are accessing it from the edge location that is very near. Means if they access it from a faraway location, then definitely the latency will be high. Now that would be a loss for my business in monetary terms. So I do not want that. Now, what is the importance of security in cloud services as a whole? In the name of cloud services, security is essential for safeguarding sensitive data, ensuring customer trust, and adhering to regulatory requirements because security is always paramount to the cloud. And by effectively managing security, organizations can mitigate risks related to, say, potential data breach. So you have to ensure that if you are migrating data to the cloud, definitely that should be secure. And it should foster a secure environment for user and stakeholders. Now, what about overview of AWS CloudFront? So, what is the CloudFront that we have understood? But what is the main components of this? AWS CloudFront is designed to enhance security while delivering content efficiently. So, it provides features like HTTPS support. So, what I can do, I can implement the CloudFront distribution points, and definitely you can access it through the HTTP or the HTTPS. And it integrates with AWS Shield for DDoS protection and also AWS web or web application firewall for application layer security. So all these things are there in the CloudFront. So CloudFront, you cannot say it is a very big topic or a very big thing to realize, but it is a very important topic in your case, your e-commerce, because nowadays everything is dependent on the cloud. Even if you go for the web apps, the mobile apps like the say the Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, Ola, these apps, these are also in the CloudFront distribution because nobody is going to access that a faraway server. Even if you are downloading a software, that is also you are downloading from a very near location. So there the CloudFront works. Then key features of AWS CloudFront is global distribution network, and then customizable content delivery because you have to customize which content you have to deliver from which distribution point or the edge server. Now there are two things. One is the edge location. It actually saves the data for a limited amount of time, and there is a regional edge cache or regional cache server. So that regional edge cache server, it actually saves a lot of data that is for a very long time and very old data, but which data is frequently accessed data is stored in the edge location. Now it integrates with AWS services like S3 bucket also. Real-time metrics and analytics should be there, like the CloudWatch metric, and support for dynamic and static content is there. Then what are the security challenges in CloudFront? Means DDoS attack vulnerabilities if you are not using, say, any load balancer. So DOS or distributed DOS attacks can be there. Risk of data interception by the attacker and consequence of misconfiguration of security and weak access control, like you are giving too much policies, permissions there, that can also be there. So what are the best practices for AWS CloudFront security? You have to utilize the HTTPS protocol consistently, and you have to deploy the web application firewall also, conduct regular security audits, and you have to enable the detailed logging options. So all these things you have to consider for the CloudFront. Now, CloudFront and CloudWatch, these are two completely different topics. Like CloudWatch is for the monitoring and CloudFront for the CDN, content delivery networking. And if I go to the console, you can see that I have the console running here. This is the CloudFront distribution, as you can go to the AWS console. And here you can create a distribution point. And this is for free, or it is giving you DDoS protection and protect against common web threats with AWS Web Application Firewall, global CDN, DNS, free TLS certificate, everything. You can go for it. You can go for other pricing like Pro with a $15 per month, business that is $200 per month. So these are added new. This was not there before, but these they have the AWS have added. So that is why I'm going to show you this, like protection for WordPress, PHP, SQL database injection attack, and say the 50 GB S3 storage in 200 per month, advanced zero protection, bot management analytics, JavaScript challenge, everything is there. So if you go for higher plans, then if you get more features. Business plan, even the premium plan is there for the high speed origin routing, mutual TLS. TLS is a very secure protocol. Let me tell you, there is a transponder security that is giving you. But you can go for the pay as you go pricing. Next, you click on next. Now it is asking for the distribution name. Now distribution name can be, say, SSS1234, and you can also use single website or app that you can manage, or you can use multi-tenant architecture, means multi-cloud architecture also you can give. Say, let me choose single website or app. If each website application will have a unique configuration, so then you have to choose this. Click on next, and now the origin type should be the Amazon S3. Amazon S3 bucket means that you have to create an S3 bucket and you have to give the name of the S3 bucket here. So you just copy that. And there you create an S3 bucket, because your website maybe it is stored as a static content in the S3. So you create a bucket. There is no bucket now. With the same name or any name you can use. Yes, it enabled. Block all public access turned off. We acknowledge that. Bucket versioning disabled, and you create bucket. Yes, the bucket is created. So in the distribution point, is 1234. You give that bucket name. And let it be the same settings. Hello private S3 bucket access to CloudFront. It is recommended. Must be a valid S3 or browse, and you choose this, because otherwise it is not taking. Yes, now it has taken the enter. Bucket name actually takes bucket name and the domain name both. Web application firewall or do not enable. And if you want web protection, you can do it. Next, and you create a distribution point, and also you can upload some files. Add files, and you can actually take any of the files you can upload. And the distribution point, you can create the distribution point. So it has some limits, but it has successfully created new distribution. Sometimes it will give you some error if you have reached the maximum limit of the distribution point, but they have redefined their console. So now you can do it. But previously there was a problem, but successfully it has created distribution. So your data is there in the distribution level. And if you go to the security, you can see that web application firewall is not there. If you go to the origin, you see S3 bucket, everything you can see. So this is how you create the distribution point and you place the websites there. So that is actually the practical of the CloudFront, and that I have told you is a short topic, but it's a very important one. And I have a good news for you that this topic is a very, very important one for your AWS solution architect, associate, and professional level, and also the security. So I have made a questionnaire on that, and it has 10 questions. And if you can give at least 8 correct answers of 8 questions, you'll be eligible for a certificate. So definitely everybody should go for that, and just say answering the questions, you can get a certificate. So just imagine it will be an invaluable for your certification. And although it's a very short and topic for the AWS certification, but it's a very important topic that you can go for the, say, the e-commerce business you have, and definitely you cannot allow the too much latency or downtime for your business. And also, I'm a very senior trainer for the network and cloud technologies, and I opt you to take your role. Say you must enroll yourselves in the course so that I can personally train you for the certifications. And I also have another news. If you enroll yourself right now today, so you will get spot 10% discount on any course. So everybody should get this offer right now, and you should go for the cloud certifications. And as you know, the AWS certifications are in very, very high demand in market, and the cloud engineers are even earning more than the L3 engineers of the Cisco or Juniper or any other companies, because cloud technologies are in high demand. It is actually rocketing sky high, and so as the demand. And you must also say uh, train yourself for this AWS security aspects, not only for the other things like the S3 bucket, EC2, or like networking like VPC, but if you cannot make cloud secure, then definitely your data will not be secure and data will be breached. So definitely this CloudFront distribution, definitely you have to master. You have to first create an S3 bucket, and then you have to put your website or anything, your resources inside that. And also you have to create a load balancer for actually preventing the DOS attacks or any other attack. And then you have to put it inside this S3 bucket and create the CloudFront distributions. Now AWS spreads this CloudFront distribution across the assets and the regions. So after creating the CloudFront, if you test that, and if you're only doing this for the testing purpose, after that, make sure that you just disable the CloudFront and destroy it. Otherwise, AWS is going to charge you very high for these CloudFront distributions, because you are actually keeping your data in different locations in the different servers. So these points you have to keep in mind, and it's a very important topic for your certification objective. And I hope that you'll be able to incorporate this knowledge in your enterprise networking as well. So I thank you for watching and joining this webinar once again. I will come with some new topic next time. Till then, keep studying and bye.